Yeah, welcome everybody.
Welcome
today.
to another episode. It's 28. 28.
I think
Holy
so.
Shite. Yeah.
Why those microphones are falling apart today?
I don't know. These
know?
microphones are acting out today.
Yeah, they're like being kind of rude.
They're
and,
being
like,
moody.
Moving around. Whatever.
They're being moody.
Yeah, what's up? How you been?
Good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. We made music for, maybe you've heard already.
Oh yeah, for the intro and the outro. Yeah.
So how was the experience about that?
It was pretty good, interesting.
You didn't expect.
Well, so the thing is that we just made it from zero.
Yeah.
Like you just know how to play the piano, and we just add a little beat and some other effects, and it took over, and that was it.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just I was just looking, and I would say if I like it or not. You did most of the work. So
Well, but still, like that's why I wanted us both to sit, because otherwise, if I keep making and you don't like it, for example, it's gonna be like, confusing.
But I told you, you still hesitated on if to make it or not.
Yeah, because I mean, I wish I could have like all the tools they do, like all the screens. This is annoying. Like this is moving.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. We want to change? Here.
Yeah.
There you go. So it doesn't make you annoyed.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if it acts out with me, the bastard, the microphone.
Right?
Le microphone.
This one is good.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
See, there you go. We're good.
We good? Because
We're
you
good.
like it, like, because you're taller.
I like it taller. Yeah. Taller. The microphone.
That's what the gentleman said.
The microphone.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day today. Very warm.
Wow, yes. The temperature, but still the temperature from night to day, it's crazy. At least 30 degrees the difference.
During the day or from yesterday?
Like in the morning. In the morning when I get out of the house, and it's still dark, it's 28. And now, like over midday, it's 64.
Yeah. I didn't experience those lower ones today.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Next, I think this Sunday, upcoming Sunday, will be 70.
70. Wow.
In February? That's
insane.
awesome. Like, I'll take it.
Yeah, luckily we had like a very good winter. We had a very good winter compared to those other states on the East Coast. They got dumped so crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe next year will be rough, or the summer will be weird. We don't know.
We don't know. It's the weather, man. We don't pick.
Yeah.
Even if there are technologies that you can modify the weather, though the governments have those.
We don't have. Any
so you can make
impact.
You can make clouds in the sky, and you can make it. They can make it rain.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's something insane.
But we don't have power to like change anything. Like
not the climate. You cannot say, "Oh, let's regulate."
Let's not have snow this year.
Or let's regulate the thermostat for the temperature worldwide. Say like, "Oh, we're gonna have it warmer here or colder here." No, not really.
Somebody's in charge.
Who knows? Well, there's so many things that are in charge, and still people want to find this explanation that we have, climate change. So back then, only 10 or 20 years ago, was called global warming.
Yeah.
Then they changed. It was too scary. They said climate change to make it sweeter.
Makes sense. I don't know what's going on. Like
but they don't even know. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Like it's tough because other places we're getting snow. Other places not. And what just gonna switch around?
What do you think is more, according to your opinion, what is more dangerous to human life, warm or cold?
Well, for me, cold, but because I like warm, but I guess that other people.
You got it right. Cold kills more people than heat.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind. 100 degrees every day.
You could take all your clothes and stuff, and stay in the shade, and it's bearable.
Or maybe have some water.
If you don't have a heating system, you're just literally gonna die if you don't have a fire.
That's true. So I would rather take warm and have sauna every day. That would be awesome.
So there's nothing wrong with warm, right?
No. Actually, maybe I'll go to sauna later.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. So I was looking at on X, sometimes you have these other ads that come up, and there's this kind of like a in-house sauna. So I've seen the ones that are made out of wood. They're very nice. They're like big.
They're not that huge.
Yeah, just like for 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
But who knows how many thousands they cost. And then there's another one that looks like kind of like a tent with a zip.
Oh.
And it's infrared sauna though.
But this one is not like, that doesn't get that warm.
I don't know how warm it does, but you see people coming out sweaty and stuff, you know.
So it gets to around 54 Celsius. So it's what is it in Fahrenheit? 120?
100 something, yeah.
So with the regular sauna, you want to get like 180, 190 Fahrenheit.
For how long do you stay?
I usually do 2 sessions for 15 minutes each. But if you're inexperienced, you'll most likely get sweaty as hell.
What do you do inside?
Just sit.
And what?
And focus.
It's too bad you cannot have any entertainment in it.
Well, you like those people.
The phone doesn't work. Like,
trust me. People bring headphones, phones, water, plastic. Like, that's why I want to make the video about that, because most people, they bring the phone to sauna and their watches
inside.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
I don't know if they.
I wouldn't trust it.
I don't know if they're aware like what can happen with their phone in almost 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And that Apple and other...
I know that the earphones don't work.
They do for some time. But
the AirPods.
They do.
People
wear them in sauna, but there is a risk that they will get broken quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Apple Vision Pro in the sauna. You're sweating and you're just moving shit.
No, the sauna is awesome. Like,
because I think if you have entertainment, it's more bearable. You know what I mean?
Some places, they have, when there's a sauna, they put like radio on. You know?
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know. I don't need any entertainment. Like for me, sauna itself is just entertainment. Like to sit and like be quiet, and there is, like a separate room.
I used to live in this apartment complex, and they had a small gym, a small swimming pool, a small hot tub, and also a small sauna.
Okay.
And they had the rocks. You could just pour water on the rocks and stay in there. And I went there a few times by myself, and it's very nice. But it's good by yourself, though, because if you got another person sitting there or a couple sitting there and you just like there.
Well, usually if it's a public sauna, it will be many people.
Yeah.
Like all over. Weird.
I don't know. Like, did you hear about the... in Germany or Scandinavian countries that they have a sauna naked?
Oh yeah, I've been like in Czech Republic when I went to sauna, like nobody wears anything.
Nobody.
It's fully nude. Yeah, nobody.
Women, men, mixed.
Nobody, whatever.
Wow.
They don't care. Kids.
Kids.
I mean, I think they. There was
I don't think they have it for kids.
Well, I forgot what. I was a kid one time, and I went to this sauna. And I was maybe like 16, and there was all people not dressed up. So
there must be really.
But they're not like cold naked sauna. They're just regular saunas. People just don't wear clothes. They have towels, and that's it.
Yeah. So naked saunas are a cultural practice in several countries, including Finland, Sweden, Germany, Austria, and parts of Russia. Nudity of sauna is considered normal, and is often seen as a way to promote relaxation and socialization within the barriers of clothing. However, it's always advisable to research specific customs. Wow.
Yeah, I think it's normal thing, not a big deal,
Wow, that's insane. Yeah.
I mean, because you might want to have a towel though to like have some sort of protection from.
Well, I'm pretty sure I would bring a towel anyways to cover your privates, and then
not many people do though there.
Yeah, that's so strange though. I couldn't. I've been to Jamaica in 2010, August 2010, and there was a resort, and not too far from the resort there was so I wanted to walk down the beach, and this guy stopped me and said, if you want to go on this beach, you need to take your clothes off because it's a nudist beach. And I say, well, no, I'll turn around. I didn't want to give him the satisfaction because he was like really like anxious, you know. Say like, oh, I got him. You know, if he wants to walk forward, he's gonna get. So what the hell?
It's crazy.
What a creep! Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, it's your choice if you want to go there or not.
And I don't.
right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's strange, really strange. These people like
in Czech Republic, like I'm telling you, there was like way more than normal. That was just how it is.
Yeah,
you know,
it's different cultures.
Different culture, yeah.
It's a small country as well. I don't know. They would have a different way of thinking, social customs.
But also, there's some countries like at the gym that, like here at the gym, like when it's the locker room, nobody like cover anything. They just change in front of other people.
I always cover myself at the gym, even after a shower. You know, in locker rooms.
Okay.
I found it really like, yeah.
No,
I don't
like
know. It's very
makes sense. Like some countries they have like special rooms to change, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here at the gym, I didn't notice that there is anything like that. So people.
You mentioned people go in with different clothing and different.
Yeah, that's what sucks. You know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they have those like polyester shirts, and the material gets like really. You should not like you can have cotton towel.
Did you ever see those kind of sweatsuits? They're made out of plastic.
What they do?
To make you sweat. So some people use that to sweat more. It's like made out of plastic clothing.
Oh, really?
And it has like an elastic band here to keep it tight, and even the pants.
Interesting.
It's like made out of really like kind of plastic.
Okay.
And some people use that to run and work out with that, but that thing doesn't work. It doesn't make you, because they would usually promote those things.
You just need to work harder.
No. They promoted those to make you saying that, oh, you're sweating, therefore you're losing weight. Not really. You're just losing fluids, water.
Yeah.
You're not really burning fat or anything.
Yeah.
And you see a bunch of people with these things, and it's like, what are you doing?
I mean, I've noticed that you sweat very quick, like with the temperature or like workouts, right?
Yeah, usually when I run, I start sweating after a mile, like clockwork. Like after 1 mile, I start sweating.
I would need so much to start sweating.
Oh, yeah?
Even in the sauna, like, because some people get into the sauna, and if they're inexperienced, like they look 2-3 minutes, they're like all dripping,
Well, but yeah, it's a tolerance thing.
Yeah, and I think like one time I had almost the whole session of 15 minutes in almost 200 degrees and like 0. And then like I had to like put more effort, like wait longer, and then I started like putting some,
Sweat?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like everybody's different. That's why.
Yeah, if I had the opportunity, I'd like to do a sauna once in a while, be very nice to do that.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal experience.
Yeah. It's good for your cardiovascular system, and there's different health benefits to it.
I've been going for years, just with some breaks,
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool.
So there is the Google Gemini AI tool that they just released.
Okay.
And it's a complete shit show. Because people start asking different type of questions, and they found out that the system is woke in the sense that it's very left leaning, and they have the image generator. And somebody asked the question, do a picture of the founding fathers of the United States, and they showed African American founding fathers. With the wig, like everything the same as George Washington and everything, but black. You know what I'm saying? And they did the same with other things. Show me an image of white people, and they wouldn't do it. So
did you check
it looks
on your
like
app?
it was very, very bad. No, I haven't used it. I saw all the prompts they used for other people on X. And then they asked like, say something nice about African American, say something nice about white people, and it would just show like so much bias for one against the other. And they say it's okay to be racist against whites. The system says, the AI says yes, and then change white with any other race, and it will say no.
Interesting.
So very left leaning. And then there was this one that is so crazy and messed up. What's his name? Kylie Jenner? Which one?
Kendall Jenner?
No, the one that changed his gender. There's trans.
I have no idea.
He was the father back then. Now
I was never into.
Yeah. Whatever. It was a. No, that's Kendall Jenner. Damn, I'm not really sure. By the way, is trans female, right? And said like, ask the system, there is a nuclear conflict, and is it okay between if we misgender this person or we have a nuclear conflict? And I'm summarizing, and the AI says we cannot absolutely misgender this person, so we should have a nuclear conflict. Like to that extent, you know what I'm saying? Like the system is completely biased. It would say nice things about certain characters and personalities. They're left-leaning, and bad things or none about a right-leaning. So they say that they're gonna fix it, and it's gonna take months apparently. But yeah, it's crazy, and the system even makes up stories and is not exact. I mean. That's when there's this line here, you shouldn't trust these kind of system. The problem is that who designs these? Who writes the code?
I don't even know why they exist. Like, I don't...
Yeah.
Like, there's an article I send you. And that cars with Citroëns, the French car.
Yeah, Citroën.
Creative technology. So
Citroën was a kind of small vehicles.
I don't
back
like
then.
those.
I remember.
Yeah, but Citroën's luxury cars get built in ChatGPT for the ultimate AI co-pilot experience.
Oh my God!
Owners can now have so this is DS. That's like the luxury. Like you have Toyota and then Lexus, right? Like a little bit higher class part of Toyota.
Yeah.
So then you have Citroën and DS Automobile, like as their little higher class
I
company.
didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So owners can.
What does the S stand for?
Let me check. DS Automobile. What is that? Do they say anything?
DS car company.
Mm-hmm.
Just say DS car company.
DS Automobiles. What does it? Different spirit or distinctive series.
Really?
Mm-hmm. DS can be an abbreviation of different spirit or the distinctive series, although it is also considered a nod to the classic executive car Citroën DS. The name is also a play on words, as in French, it is pronounced like the word «desse», meaning goddess.
Different spirit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh, interesting, right?
Wow.
So anyway, they announced that it has added a ChatGPT-powered chatbot to vehicles fitted with its DS Iris system, its in-house speech recognition software. According to the French automaker, the addition of ChatGPT will let the driver maintain maximum concentration on the road while bombarding the DS Iris system with complex requests and questions that the software will be able to handle. Some of the examples DS Automobile cites are beyond parody, with the company suggesting drivers ask it for the most beautiful cultural or artistic places to visit during the trip to Bordeaux, or to list the most beautiful works kept at the Louvre Museum. How very French.
Wow.
Perhaps more useful is the ability to ask the ChatGPT-powered system to invent a quiz on a chosen subject or even to create a children's story during a trip. So, and I saw people already saying like, oh, can I just pay to not have it?
Wow.
Apparently
yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's Well, that's coming. I think that's coming, and they cannot, if you had to choose to have it or not. I mean,
because I know they use this app, right? It's ChatGPT, right? So you need to trust that it tells you the truth. I would rather, if I need to know something, I would rather type in Google and see some articles and maybe, okay, this is the website I can trust. And
the thing is that, so what ChatGPT is a language model. Like you say, what does the S mean? Now it's different spirit, right? So you would have to go online, look through the first 4 pages that come up, their advertisement, and then go down and click and then verify the information. And then if you don't find it, you go next. So what the AI does, it just saves you time and just scrapes all the information they find around, and they give you a type of coherent answer. So that's what it does in the end. It just aggregates all the information. The thing is that the information
makes mistakes.
Yeah, the information can be wrong. So you don't need to, when you do research, somebody was saying that they cited papers that don't even exist.
Yeah.
And that's something you need to be careful, because
that's
journalists use AI to write articles. And that's bullshit.
Yeah, but look, if I was thinking,
like you don't need people anymore.
Yeah, but I was thinking that AI might be, like the GPT might be a good tool to like create titles or something. But they all look like, you can tell it's freaking ChatGPT.
Oh yeah, it's so mechanical.
So mechanical, like it sounds like those words used. It's just not made by human,
There's no human creativity. But I think this is just the beginning, and this will be getting better and better.
Maybe they will find, because it's very young, right? But in the future, like maybe 10, 15 years, that will be normal. Like maybe you'll be just walking down the street with your Apple Vision 10.
No, I think that's so exponential, man.
But it might be like that.
You got no limits. So the system learns continuously. And you have millions, if not billions, of inputs from users all over the world. So all these questions that they ask, the system keeps on learning and learning and learning. It teaches itself new things over and over and over. And the magnitude of learning rate, it's out of the charts. Like it would take a human, I don't know how long, but can he ever substitute human creativity? Maybe not yet, because it doesn't have that humanity. But can he make a modulator of your voice, collect our first 26 podcasts and speak like you? Oh yeah, it will be able to do that. Or like me. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's scary. Absolutely scary as hell. And it can even make you say things that you never did, and make you sound like a
real.
Yeah. People can use it in a different way, and they say, "Oh, Charlie said this. Charlie's racist," or Charlie, make you say things that you never meant.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's really,
with
really
those
dangerous.
Translations, right, to different languages.
Yeah.
To adjust your mouth to.
Oh man, it's
really interesting.
It's fascinating. We're growing. It's like somebody said, like we are in like the .com bubble. This is the AI. Like, don't know if it's bubble yet, but it may be something that it can be helpful if you have like AI and a doctor performing a surgery. Both of them together, they're good. If you just have the AI, it can make mistakes. If you have only the doctor, can make mistakes. But together, they can have complement each other's knowledge and do some things. So I have a question for you. When you were in Europe, living in Europe, and I'll tell you mine, was it unusual to think that kids, once they grow up over 18, they will stay home and live with their parents? Is it unusual?
At the moment,
is there this cultural push to push kids outside the house?
Not really.
So it's very normal for each family, and
maybe not for each family, but it's pretty normal. Like many people just stay with until they like 30.
But there's no outcry. There's
nobody will.
There's no
push
shame.
You, like, oh, you have to go.
There's no shame.
No.
It's normal, right?
It's different here.
Yeah, I remember in Italy, it's like people
because
normally
you can really afford.
Exactly. People normally would just stay at home with their parents and live, even if they're even in their late 40s.
Yeah.
Because unless,
Like I know people who live.
or if you have a larger, a big home. My cousin, for example, they had a home. His parents, he got married, and they made a portion of the house in another apartment, so
Yeah.
he and his wife could go live there, and
Yeah.
mom and dad could go and have a room somewhere else and make another smaller apartment from their house.
Yeah, that's normal.
And that is absolutely normal.
Yeah.
So I found this article here. It's always talking about Gen Z. You know what I found out with these articles is that every older generation finds ways to shit on the newest generations
look,
coming up.
Look, like if we talk about it before that, in 1960s ratio or even 1970s, the ratio of income and buying house was 2 to 1.
Yes. So income was 10,000 and a house would cost 20,000.
So now it's 10.
And the car would cost 4,000.
4,000. And now the house costs at least 10, 11 times of your income. So like that's why young people cannot afford anymore
So I got
to buy houses.
So this article is titled Gen Z's Big Gamble. They're living with their parents to save money, but it's going to cost them big time. That's what the article says. So after graduating from college in 2021, Bethany Clark moved back with her parents. She planned to spend a year studying full-time to be a teacher, so it made sense for her to live at home in Surrey, England, while she wasn't earning any income. But when she landed her first teaching job the next year, she didn't leave. And she says, I didn't see a point in moving out without any savings. 2 years later, at 24, she's still living with her parents and plans to stay for another year, maybe two. And he says that there are currently 620,000 more adults living with their parents. This is in the UK. Than a decade ago. In the US, the percentage of young adults living at home has climbed 87% over the past 2 decades, according to US Census Bureau. Now, more than half of 18 to 24 years old in America are living with their parents. And in a recent survey, 41% of adult Gen Z respondents who live with family say that they thought they'd be living with other family members for at least another 2 years. And the trend starts with the housing market because they say that more and more Americans are spending more than 30% of their income for rent. And they say that 30% is the minimum. If you spend more than 30% of your income on rent, that's you're considered rent burdened. And even they say that in 2008, they estimated that Gen Zers would spend $226,000 on inflation-adjusted rent in their lifetimes. And that is about $24,000 more than millennials and $77,000 more than baby boomers. And this has created a strain on young adults because most of them are not in a financial position to be alone. At the same time, home ownership is absolutely impossible.
Yeah.
And the average age of first-time home buyers has reached 36 years old.
Wow.
So more than 1/3 of Gen Z say that they will never be able to get a home. But at the same time, in 2010, millennials were the first generation to stay at home because there was a financial crisis, 2008. So the job market was terrible during those times. So most millennials pretty much did the same. And it says here that throughout history, for example, in the 1940s, at the tail end of the Great Depression, 48% of 18 to 29-year-olds lived with their parents. And this rate has been surpassed because 44% in 2010 were entering the workforce in brutal time to find work, and they were the same. And the thing is that people don't know, even older generations do not understand this because the cost of living is so high that when you face these economic challenges, you literally cannot survive on your normal wage.
Yeah, but because you said 36 years average age, right?
Yeah, first-time home buyer.
But look, like we are I'm in my early 20s, right? So let's say I will reach age 36, and by then probably the average house buyer will be maybe 45 because the inflation goes crazy and the house price will
Yeah.
not go down.
Oh, absolutely.
So it created this like weird spike, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah, it makes it really, really
impossible.
impossible. And of course, what you have, if you have parents that are gonna, if you are lucky enough to have parents that have built something in their lives, and they're gonna leave you something like a house, that's already a huge, huge deal.
Yeah, that makes
You know,
sense.
so they have property or anything.
But still, like the rent went up so much. Like,
oh yeah, like crazy.
Like 1970, average rent was $150.
Yeah.
So what is it, 1,000%?
Now it's, I don't know if it's 1,200
Not like
or 16. I'm not sure.
I mean, if you go to the city, like you pay 2,000 per one bedroom.
Well, let me tell you, in 2017, I was paying $535 for a studio apartment.
No way. Now, it's between 1,000 to 2,000, depending on the
And
location and standard.
That's insane. I
Right?
wouldn't have made it.
Yeah,
That's
it
completely-
depends so much.
That's completely insane. Like completely. And I don't know how far they're going to push it because
We don't know.
Well, there are some people that always, every year, they say, oh, we're going to have a financial crisis. Oh, we're going to have a financial crisis. And they say that a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
If you keep on saying it, eventually, there are economic cycles, more or less, every 10 years. You got this bubble, these assets. They're very speculative in the end. The banks play too much, borrow too much, somebody fucks up and boom.
You think it's going to happen?
Oh, sure. Yeah. The economy goes in cycles. Yeah. Same thing to 2008 was the mortgage crisis. They
Maybe they learned
they borrowed
lesson, I
money
know.
left and right to people that were not able to pay, and most of those people went in foreclosure, and the banks were left holding the bags, because these properties, they were just left over with these properties.
Wow.
So you had so much foreclosures, and also there was a lot of speculative assets around, and it was crazy. You should watch that movie with Brad Pitt. What's that movie called?
Wait, was it Wolf of Wall Street?
No, The Wolf of Wall Street. No, that's a different one.
Big Game something?
The Big Short.
The Big Short. I've seen it.
Yes, with Christian Bale.
That was Ryan Gosling? No.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that tells it. That tells the story of it. And then we had COVID.
Yeah, that was...
COVID was like another hit. They took it as a crisis, but then from COVID up, it was just like...
Also, some people
stock market
used the
went up.
opportunity.
They used the opportunity, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't use any opportunity.
No.
I
And
mean-
that's why you need to become financially savvy in the sense that do your own research and see what you can do, because
Yeah.
it's better to start earlier, to start saving for retirement,
That's true.
because you have this effect, the compounding effect,
Mhm.
So would you, if somebody comes to you and says, would you take $1 million now or 1 cent compounded for 30 days?
Wait, 1 cent component. Yeah, I know. 1 cent component for 30 days will be like a bunch of millions. So
Yeah.
I would say 30 days not a big deal. I
Yeah,
would
so
say
they,
probably
everybody...
like $1 billion.
No.
But
No,
for sure, like 30 million.
3 million something. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
So
just double every day, right?
yeah, double every day.
Yeah.
So the first week, nothing. The second
but
week,
then you start
nothing.
making.
Then you start making the last day 20. You really start.
So where can I sign up?
Yeah, that's not something.
Bring the stuff. I'm ready.
Well, I can start with 1 cent. You do the rest.
Oh, okay.
So the younger you start, even if you start later, but you put in more money, the person that starts younger can accumulate more money throughout the years. You
So
know?
I think like, yeah, many more people start living with parents.
But yeah, but
now,
okay.
because
There's another bigger problem that I think is in play here, that young people are not taught financial education at all.
Mm-hmm.
They're not taught how debt works, how credit cards work.
Yeah.
The consequences of getting that $100,000 student loans
Yeah.
at 18, and like just how money works, spending, saving, all that kind of stuff. We don't have that unless your parents teach you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's
my
no,
parents
like,
didn't teach me nothing.
There's no like school education on that.
No, there's not.
Well, you know why? Because they want people to be
Absolutely. I'm pretty
controlled.
sure, if we really need to be skeptical about this, is that like everybody borrows money and
that's what they want.
Yeah.
Like because they make interest on
yeah,
that.
and credit card is borrowing
Companies.
is going up $1.3 trillion
Uh-huh.
so far,
Yeah.
and raising up, and people cannot afford to pay back.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think.
That's how this works.
Well, you need to tell yourself also too, do I want it or do I need it when you have to buy something? Because those are two different things.
Yeah.
Do I need that extra pair of shoes if I have 20 pairs of shoes? Do I need that pair of jeans when I have 60 pairs of jeans?
Yeah.
Just because it looks a little bit different?
Yeah.
So you need to have priorities and see
That's true.
what do you want to do with your life? You want to spend all your money on jeans? And then we saw last time YOLO spenders.
Mm-hmm.
Like somehow people have lost hope, saying like, hey, whatever, just spend the money. You know, they say life is too short to live and this and that. But I mean,
but then you need to have like this emergency
well, you need to have
fund, just if your car breaks or something.
Yeah. Oh man, absolutely.
You need to
Yeah.
otherwise you're in trouble.
If shit hits the fan and you got no money,
Because you cannot expect things like that, and you need to be prepared.
well, that's one thing that I used to think when I was younger. I always had this idea, oh yeah, somebody's gonna come and save me. Somebody's gonna come. No, nobody's
Not
coming
really.
and saving me. Nobody. So if I make a mistake, nobody's coming and saving me. I gotta put this idea into myself that I am the one that has to be responsible
Yeah.
to fix my issues and to recognize that there is a limit to what I can do, because I cannot splurge and overspend, because then you're going to pay the consequences for it.
That's true.
The credit card bill is due every month if you use it, or if you don't have a credit card. It's up to you, but
Mm-hmm.
and you know this because coming from Europe, we have a different outlook on the mentality on spending.
Different.
Yeah, I remember my mom will always tell me, like, you have to take 1 cent and break it into 4 pieces. Like, you have to save on top of saving, because
Wow.
it's like, fuck.
Interesting. Wow.
It's, yeah.
Yeah. So what
Do you think people in Europe go out every day, every
No,
weekend?
it's
I mean,
stiff. I mean, they
this
do.
is this is an American phenomenon
Well,
so far, I think.
It's hard to say. I mean, they do go out often, but
Maybe times have changed. I mean, I'm talking about, I've been living here for more than 10 years. So
yeah. Like
I saw-
if I see my friends, like they travel all over the place, like every month. It just changed. Like I think it's got very similar, but not, like I think still people here are more like throwing the money all over.
Well, because credit is more accessible,
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have another one about
Go ahead.
since we are in the chat GPT and technology, we have this transparent laptop from Lenovo.
Is it really useful?
I don't know. So the ThinkBook transparent display laptop concept even comes with a built-in drawing tablet. Lenovo just needs to find something worth seeing on the other side. A year after flexing its R&D muscles with a rollable laptop that expanded its screen with a simple button push, Lenovo is back at Mobile World, because there is now the Congress going on. Like there was in Las Vegas, now it's in Barcelona,
Oh, another tech.
Another tech with
Yeah.
another somehow even more sci-fi concept device. This is the ThinkBook transparent display laptop, a 17.3-inch notebook with a screen you can peer straight through. And it's actually like I've seen already some reviews, and like literally you can see through that, and everything is on the
Is
screen.
that a glass?
It's a glass, I believe.
And And you type like a touch screen typing type.
No, you have the regular. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's very interesting. So what they say here, one of Lenovo's big ideas is that the form factor could be useful for digital artists, helping them to see the world behind the laptop screen while sketching it on the lower half of the laptop where the keyboard is more. Okay. I'm not a good artist. Lenovo's executive director of ThinkPad Portfolio and Product, Tom Butler, admits to me in an interview, but I can bring something behind and I can trace it. In the room we are sitting in, that means pulling a bunch of sunflowers behind the laptop screens. But Butler pitches the idea of an architect being able to sit on location and sketch a building without taking their eyes off the environment in front of them. He even goes as far as to call the transparent laptop display a form of augmented reality. So,
did you ever see that meme where there's people in the audience, they all do like this together?
I mean, I'm gonna lie, it looks kind of cool. I love those technologies.
Okay, I mean, it's a portable window. You can say
it's a window with the computer on
with
it.
a computer in it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
It's a big deal today.
It's a show. Is it really useful? Would you really? What's your privacy if you're in a library and you have that thing? Everybody can see your screen. Think about it.
Well, but they still can see your screen if they sit next to you. Anyway.
Okay.
I don't know.
You cannot have you cannot be private.
Yeah.
I'm just talking from the. Does he have a camera?
I'm sure
in the front
that should have
to have video calls, so everybody can see your meeting and hear you. No, man, I need the buttons to touch. You know.
You don't want the glass.
No, because like, I'm not sure how that thing works. It's very futuristic indeed, and who knows the cost? What if you drop it?
Yeah.
It's gonna shatter in pieces. You're gonna crack it.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta think about these things.
Yeah. But they're trying to bring something different because we got used to like those laptops and they're the same shape since.
Since forever.
Forever. So.
But they work and they're convenient. I had my first laptop. I had, was it Asus? Asus laptop? I don't remember. It was like 15.3 thick. 2009. I think I paid like 1,000 euros back then. It was like expensive.
Wow.
It was like crazy. Oh my god, that thing! I used to watch movies on it,
Nice.
play games.
I mean, laptops are
like
awesome.
everything. Yeah, it was good.
I wish the MacBook could have like all features of Windows. So then, you know.
And I remember everybody was saying like Windows XP used to be the best operating system from Windows because the rest of them were just Vista came out and it was
I had
kind of
Vista. That was my.
was kind of a disaster.
That was my first computer. Has Vista.
Yeah. The thing is that you some people still run their systems on XP, but you don't have updates anymore.
No, plus it's like very old school. My favorite was Windows 7. What was yours?
Windows 7?
Yeah, that was my favorite. I think that was like the best.
Well, I grew up with Vista. That was it. Yeah, and then afterwards, all the updates, I just went through it. And
now it's like 11, right?
Yes, I suppose. Yeah.
It's not.
But all those transitions, all those windows really slow down and put a drag on your graphic card. So I remember, because in order for me to run games like FIFA, for example, so you had to increase the frequency, the frames. You had to take out all those transitions for Windows so the game could run. But the other thing, in order to make the game run smooth, I have to lower the resolution on the game so it could run properly.
Because you don't have that strong computer.
Yes.
I went through that
so
too.
I had to go tricks and stuff, and then the players will move fantastic, but they were just a bunch of little squares and polygons moving around and stuff. But it was fun anyways.
Now this problem, like they have so powerful devices that this problem doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, and that's when we played the FIFA 12.
Yeah.
on that newer computer.
Yeah.
Like the computer is from when? What year?
2018 or 19.
Like the graphic is fantastic. If
Yeah.
you run that on a PS,
Plus they have the screen, the very fast screen.
yeah. If you run that and everything, the players are smooth. You
Yeah.
can see their faces and everything.
Because, for example, if we play on TV, like your TV, then it's 60 hertz refreshment rate, right?
Yeah.
So it's not as smooth like this screen. We play here, it's 240.
Yeah.
So it's like, gets really like, wow, like just
Yeah.
everything is flying.
Mm-hmm.
So FIFA 12 was a good experience. Still.
Yeah. Oh man.
After,
We need to fix that camera angle though, because
with what?
with the
With the camera, yeah.
because
That
it
was-
moves too much
Mhm.
as soon as the ball goes.
Yeah.
So when we talk about technology, right? We talk
Mhm.
about privacy.
Okay.
Okay. So we don't like when some trivial, like simple piece of technology can start tracking our faces.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the case of a college that is removing a vending machine after a student discovered they were using facial recognition technology.
Wow.
The University of Waterloo is expected to remove smart vending machines from its campus. Smart vending machines, dude, what is this?
Where is it, the Waterloo?
I think it's Canada.
Really?
That's what it said. A student discovered an error code that suggested the machine used facial recognition technology.
Wow.
Adaria Vending Services said the technology doesn't take or store customers' photos. The smart vending machines at the University of Waterloo first gained attention this month when Reddit user SquidKid47 shared the photo. The photo purposely showed an M&M brand vending machine, that is a Mars, with an error code reading invenda.vending.facialrecognition.app.exe. Application error. So the post drew speculation from some online users and caught the attention of University of Waterloo Student Tech, the tech news website, and identified as River Stanley, who investigated the smart vending machines, discovering that they're provided by Adaria Vending Services and manufactured by Invenda Group. Canadian publication CTV News reported that Mars, owner M&M's, owns the vending machines. What's most important to understand is that the machines do not take or store any photos or images, and an individual person who cannot be identified uses the technology in the machines, the statement read. The technology acts as a motion sensor that detects faces, so the machine knows when to activate the purchasing interface, never taking or storing images of customers. The statement said that the machines are fully GDPR compliant, referring to the EU's General Data Protection Regulation. This regulation is part of the EU privacy legislation that determines how corporations can collect citizens' data. Invenda Group told that the technology does not store information on permanent memory mediums and that the machines were GDPR compliant. It does not engage in storage, communication, or transmission in any imagery or personal identifiable information. The software conducts local processing of digital... Listen what the software does. Conducts local processing or digital images maps derived from the USB optical sensor in real time without storing such data on permanent memory mediums or transmitting it to the internet to the cloud or the cloud. And he says only the final data, namely the presence of a person, estimated age, estimated gender, is collected without any association with an individual. And then the university asked for these machines to be removed.
Wow.
And then this is very curious. Facial recognition technology on college campuses is an ongoing tension point for students and staff members, with examples popping up globally. In May 2018, a school in China began monitoring students in classrooms with facial recognition technology that scanned every 30 seconds. 2 years later, a woman on TikTok claimed she failed a test after a test proctoring AI system accused her of cheating. And then tension heightened on March 2020 when students at dozens U.S. university protested facial recognition on college campuses. That is mind-boggling.
Wow.
I don't like that. It's too much. And guess what? Our phones...
You look at your camera here.
We have, our front camera.
And you agreed to all of apps to use it.
Yes, yes. So Instagram looks at your face. How do you react to a post?
Yeah.
TikTok does that.
X,
X,
whatever
I'm
you.
pretty sure whatever. Meta does that.
Yeah, of course. So it's
So there's no privacy anymore.
not at all. But vending machine, that's funny.
Well, even when you
Maybe next time we're gonna
when
hear
you
about the
register,
toilet.
when
from
you
the
register on Tinder, you have to put your face on the screen on the picture.
Wait.
On
what do you-
Tinder.
what do you mean?
Like to verify that your pictures is you.
Well, you don't have
You-
to.
Why not?
It's optional.
No,
Yeah.
no. I did it in the past.
What do you mean? Like,
Like
No, you don't
Tinder uses your face to verify that it's really you.
well, but you don't have to. It's if
Like
you-
when you put your pictures in
Yeah.
order to verify that it's really you, to match all your
Mm.
facial recognition. You never say that?
well, I know that there is option for that to verify your account, so then you get like a blue badge that you're real for sure.
Oh, so there
It's
is that.
optional. You don't need to do it, as far as I know.
Yeah, I was just
I mean,
changing.
you can check, but what does it say?
They have verification features to enhance user safety and credibility, such as photo verification and phone number verification, aiming ensuring that users are real people and not bots or scammers.
Yeah, but if you don't necessarily need to,
Yeah.
but then people can see that your profile doesn't have the badge, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you're not verified, so then maybe it's a red flag, right? Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So,
Well, talking about Tinder, I really dug really deep
You
into
did?
this.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit. So I find like 3 different sources to it, and each one talk about different things.
tell us what you have.
Because you have a final article about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
So
we can-
different app, completely different app.
Different, but still dating.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy. The new news. Yeah.
So it's Tinder's world, where just pigeons gambling in it. That's the title of the article. Several lawsuits are trying to hold tech companies accountable for online addiction in court. His complaint is the latest. Do you find dating apps to be a never-ending hustle? Well, people more motivated than you are doing something about it. 6 fed-up users of match groups platforms, Tinder, Hinge, and The League, filed a complaint against Cupid's gatekeeper on the grounds that the apps are addictive and harmful to mental health. And the advertisement is often misleading. So seemingly unaware of casinos, Krispy Kreme donuts, and the rest of the internet, the plaintiffs state match benefits from users who are unable to self-regulate and disengage. They also allege that Tinder's co-founder admitted to building the app with the mind tricks B.F. Skinner used to turn pigeons into gamblers. So basically used like psychological tricks from Skinner. Is one of the first psychologists to use these kind of tricks to make people their demands.
They know the drill.
Yeah, so they have a full class action lawsuit to cease and desist that makes Match Group stop selling the unlawful subscriptions, monetary compensations to app users, and a jury trial to decide how much in a statement. Match said this lawsuit is ridiculous and has zero merit. Several lawsuits are trying to hold tech companies accountable for online addiction in court, and his complaint is the latest. But Section 230, an internet law for 1996, and this is also valid for any social media platform, shields them from an array of legal woes. So the new slate of lawsuits are attacking tech firms under novel claims, including product liability and defective design. Now, when you talk about Tinder, there's different psychological effect that is going to have an influence on people. And these, they have the study, and they call it the Tinder Effect, the psychological effect on modern day dating. So every word in here, when I read it, I say, oh my God, this makes so much sense. It is true. And the Tinder Effect is the effect on your brain. The effect on your brain are always the same. At first, there is an effervescent feeling of motivation, curiosity, and even addiction combined. You might spend hours looking at profiles, and there are a few things more exciting than finding a match. On the other hand, apps like Tinder can also lead to exhaustion and even boredom. This is because many people feel overwhelmed by so many options and stressed by frequent disappointments. In fact, we might say that it's easier than ever to find a partner today, and it's far more difficult to find a lover. You know? So now we have more dates than ever, but also more disappointments. The Tinder Effect claims that although our sexual affective needs haven't changed, the way we flirt has. These new technological mechanisms aren't always satisfactory. While it's true that many people have found their current partners thanks to these resources, we can't ignore the psychosocial phenomenon that they cause. And then research conducted by the University of Sydney, Australia, indicates that these technological tools are increasing our psychological distress. More specifically, that use the sliding mechanism, such as Tinder. People are becoming increasingly overwhelmed and stressed out by these kind of dates. It seems that while about 12% manage to consolidate relationships, others who use dating apps after months or even years of using them eventually feel that they've been wasting time. And what happens in the brain has a reward system. And Tinder, these apps activate this kind of reward system that give you that dopamine hit of swipe, and give you this anxiety, oh, who liked me? And you always go look at the phone and check. And so the Tinder Effect, they have a huge effect on the brain. Our minds unconsciously search for attractive faces and bodies. We wait for matches. We create new notification and fantasize about future dates. Tinder causes hyperactivity in the reward processing regions of the brain. While experiencing a dopamine rush isn't a bad thing, expecting to feel one all the time is. It makes us addicted as we wait for new notifications or to connect with potential partners. The Tinder Effect claims that increasingly more users are feeling exhausted by so many disappointing encounters. Users tend to be more stressed by unsuccessful dates and ghosting. There's the same thing that I went through, by the way. More,
You've been ghosted.
More on this later.
Okay.
And then, in effect, love in the era of Tinder has been gamified. The search for prospective partners has been turned into a technological game. Occasionally, this dehumanizes the process to the point of turning it into disappointment marketing. As a result, signing up for a dating app means becoming a profile and not so much a person. And then the need to keep looking for places, the individual in a stressful position, it's overloaded with choices. So how to use Tinder without suffering side effects? So 20 dates a month can be too much, and spending too many hours on the app, it's overwhelming. So they say here, after a bad date, a disappointment, spend a while without accessing the app, or beware of biases and excessive demands. So ghosting. So married 9 years, divorced, 2017.
You said you used, right? The app.
What am I going to do? I signed up to a bunch of them.
Apps?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was looking at a pattern that many people that were on some apps were on others as well, using the same pictures, the same profiles, and the same everything. So basically it was the same people over and over again. And the apps would send me this kind of notification saying, like, in order to hook me up and say, oh, register, pay the membership, so you will have access to these guys, to these ladies, you know? No, guys, I'm hetero, okay? So, and the thing was so crazy because at one point I was very, very close to sign up because I wanted more.
You wanted to see who liked you.
And I could swipe all rights that I wanted, but not one match. And then I started talking to somebody, and from one day to another, no answer. Nothing.
This happens often, yeah.
Just dead. And I was used like, it was maybe also cultural to some extent because,
what do you mean?
Cultural in the sense that we, I mean, as an Italian, I think like, or maybe cultural from the, culturally from the nationality point of view and from the age point of view, because I was older in my
that's
in my
different.
30s.
Yeah,
but I wasn't dating like people that were much younger than me. It's like 25 and up. That's what I went. But yeah, it was like everybody would show off, flashing their travels, cars, like beauty contest was pretty much a fitness, everybody was living these wonderful life and having all these amazing experience. Oh, looking for a guy 6 feet tall, this much, and if you don't make this much, don't even try, and this and that. It was like ridiculous. And most of it's like based on first impression. That's why he says dehumanizing. It's dehumanizing because you merely know the person, you know nothing about it, and you just swipe and swipe plus swipe. That's so easy to dismiss somebody, while in real life you may even like that person.
Yeah, but this is how the system works.
But that's how the system works.
The same if you go out and people look how you look, and that's how they judge if they want to talk to you.
Yeah, but like at least you have an engaging conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
So okay, you can go through 100 girls in 1 hour. Instead of meeting, you cannot meet possibly 100 girls at the bar one night.
Yeah, that's true. But still, in the app, it's not the same amount, because...
Yeah, so I was saying culturally, I was more mature, I think, and I was looking like to have straightforward answers from a person that I have in front of me. Like, if you're interested, say you're interested. If you're not, well, thank you, move on. But just tell me, because I was not used to the concept of ghosting, and I had to learn the hard way.
I mean, that's normal thing that people just stop talking.
So tell me about your experience with the Tinder Row.
Well, I had a first time when I was in college back then, and like I think it's with the younger people. I don't think that many people like flex with like the stuff they do have, because most of them they don't have any much. They most girls they flex with like bikini stuff,
Oh yeah.
But yeah, there is way more men than women. So it's like I know you'll be talking about that.
Yeah, I get all the stats.
I mean, I was never like either.
No, I mean, I want to know just what was like your experience with the app. Was it, for me, it became addictive to some point because I was so anxious.
I don't really have addictive personality at this point, so I was just going on and off from time to time. I don't really like the idea, but I know that sometimes there is no choice,
Yeah, I would prefer to go out and see somebody and just strike a conversation, and that's it.
Well, yeah,
and see if it works or not. I mean, you will have.
But the world changed, so like you want to make sure that you try like different stuff, I mean, it's not a bad thing. Like that's how many people meet now, and this is like I met many people like through that, even if there was nothing after that. It's still like it's possible to meet like some valuable people too. You just need to be.
Is this what we would call fast love in a way? It's not even love in the end, but like so disposable.
Yeah.
Like quick, disposable based on the looks.
Yeah.
So there's not much going on there. I don't know if you try to.
No, because
if you catch the meaning of what I'm trying to say.
Not necessarily.
Why not?
No, like here's the thing. Like
I'm saying that it's very superficial and it's hollow and it's an empty way to meet a long-lasting relationship.
Well, it depends. Like because first you start with this swipe right or left. So if you swipe left, there is nothing. But if you swipe right, you might have conversation possible.
Yes.
Right, but then. So if you match with somebody, then you have to start, like, you need to catch something to talk to this person. And then it's either this person will never reply or this person will reply in such a bad way. Like some people who text, they feel like it feels like it's an interview,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just, and some people are actually valuable. They will respond to you. They will be curious. Who are you? And then the conversation keeps going.
It's your Tinder going off now.
No, like, do you know what I mean?
Yes. Well, it depends who you have on the other side. I mean, I understand that is just a spark, is a beginning. It's like.
Yeah, but like if you catch the good conversation, like it might be fun. Then you meet in person. Maybe it's not a nice person. Like I would not say like already like just put all bad things about that. Of course, it's there's many bad things. They're making money, so much money, and the dating changed, and like everything is online now. But saying that this is only bad, I would not say that.
Well, the other thing is that you can actually choose what kind of relationship you
Yeah.
want. If you want to do a hookup or if you want to do a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
So you're going to be matched with people that are looking for a long-term relationship as well. So
You can choose whatever.
I think that's a good thing. So if you want to go to the statistics by number.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know? Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So Tinder currently has 80 million users. 80 million.
Wow.
9 million users pay a subscription. The number of users in the US is 25 million. So you can see like a sizable portion.
Almost.
Yeah. And then Tinder has been downloaded more than 450 million times since its creation. Is the most downloaded dating app in the world, and more than 4 billion swipes are made on Tinder every day. More than 70 billion matches have been made since the launch, and Tinder is available in 190 countries. Now, this is the saddest part.
But it was, let me just interrupt. Like,
This is the
but like there's so many matches, but at the end, like
how many of those result in a relationship?
No, not even that. Like how many of those result in a nice conversation? You know, that's why it's just.
Well, yeah. Men get on average one match out of 40 likes.
Wow.
52% of men have less than one match a day. That means like more than half of the men are not successful. 13% of men have less than one match a week. Men on average, like on average 1 out of 3 profiles. So men and pigs, you would just swipe for everything almost.
Yeah, almost.
Women get on average one match every 2 likes. And then women on average 1 out of 16 profiles. Yeah. Women like on average 1 out, so very choosy.
And this is very true.
And then this is the most starking example of it. Like 75% of Tinder users are male. And the average age is 26 years old. That means 25% is female. 45% of users are 25 to 34 years old. 1% are 55 to 64. 20% have a postgraduate degree. Tinder users spend 35 minutes a day on the app. 42 million are daily users. 75 are monthly users. 75 million. 50% of users are looking for a relation. 50% of users are looking for relationships. And then statistics by profits. Tinder's revenue for the first quarter of 2024, $440 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I know.
And then Tinder's revenue is expected to exceed $2 billion by 2024. Paying users pay on average $50 per year. And then 63% of Tinder's revenue come from the US. The UK is the second most profitable market. And then what is the success rate for men? The average success rate for men is 3%. Rare. For women, it's 35%. And then the average number of matches per day for a man, it's 0.6. And for women, for a girl, it's 5 matches per day.
So 10 times more.
More or less, yes.
And this is absolutely true.
Yeah. But my thing is like...
It's way easier for women.
Oh, absolutely. Well, women's are the one they choose. You know, there's that kind of dating app. Which one is it? Bumble?
The what?
It's called Bumble, that's where the female initiates the contact.
Never used
Good luck
those.
with that. I mean, either way, they're the ones that select, you know? I mean, either way, they're always the ones that select women in general. So
it's just how it is. Like what? Wait. So what's the deal? Why it's that many men? 75%. Like why 3/4?
It's a sausage fest.
In
like, lay terms,
it's interesting because I was always thinking that there's more women in the world. Is it?
Yeah, but there's that many on the app. I don't know why.
That
means like 75 men
to 25 women.
To 25, yeah.
So 3 men, 1 woman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. 3 to 1.
Interesting. But why?
And only small percentage of men are hyper successful. That means that a small percentage of men get the majority of women.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the majority of men get a tiny percentage of women, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So there is this, I mentioned this once, the Pareto distribution that is 20-80. 20% of men get 80% of the women.
Mm-hmm.
80% of men get 20% of the women.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
The numbers can be even a little bit smaller.
That's how it works. Yeah, yeah.
So it's very curious thing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I just have this one to add. I mean, what I think, if you ask me if I would prefer but you know, back in the day, like even 1970s, the dating apps, they did exist. They were just not like, now they just want to make so much profit, right?
There's so many different ones.
Yeah. So
like they go even by people that have a degree.
Yeah. So we cannot really be upset about that, because as we see, like you see all the technology changes, right? We have those ChatGPT, AI stuff. So how can you not expect dating stuff to change their shape too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just how it is, and we can just do our best, whatever we think it's appropriate, but we cannot change it.
Yeah.
At this point. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. So what is your last article?
Oh, it's very similar, because it's just another dating app's credit score meets Cupid. New dating app requires good credit. Looking for love, but also want to someone who is financially stable? Well, the latest dating app Score by Neon Money Club can help you with just that. Join the app, you have to credit score of 675 or higher. There's a big wall of anxiety when you talk finances, says Luke Bailey, the CEO of lifestyle and finance platform Neon Money Club. In many relationships, money is a topic that no one wants to discuss, especially early on. And in many cases, money and finances are often a major challenge in relationships. We really want to bring awareness around the importance of financial wellness, said Bailey. If you don't have credit score of 675, you will be denied. However, you will receive resources to help improve your credit score and hopefully some points when it comes to love.
That is insane, man. I mean,
but there's one funny thing, because you might have nice credit score, but still not having money, you know. So what's the deal? Like,
it is like a
you know what I mean?
It is a generic kind of way. But what if somebody doesn't have a credit score and he's a top G, you know?
Yeah. Or I mean, you might have credit score over 700, but
you're a loser in real life. I don't know.
I don't know.
It goes both ways.
I mean, the credit score doesn't make you rich.
No, but it does show that you're somehow
pay on time.
That you're somehow a diligent, responsible person that plays by the rules of society to a certain extent. It's kind of like a measurable. It's a measure of somebody that is like stable to a certain extent.
Maybe
because some folks don't.
I'm sure they will find some people signing up for. There's so many of those apps.
There was one on income. If you make more than 100K, or exclusive, if you're a millionaire, you go on that dating app. You know, so it's
there's one app for Christians or whatever.
For Christians, yeah.
It's so many.
Oh, for farmers. I was on one for fitness once.
Really?
But still, yeah, the majority of it is all like, it's all guys. You know, and the thing is that also these companies will create fake female accounts in order to have more men compete. Oh yeah, to have more men compete, and to create like fake accounts that somebody will contact you, for example, you know, just to pull you in. So you buy the membership, and then to answer, this lady wrote you to answer to her message, go ahead and
Yeah.
register, get the membership to read her message. Because you have this limit for reading messages for this month. So it's like it's all the pulling and mechanism.
I wish just my final conclusion is I wish it all could be like balanced, not like.
What if Facebook or Meta come? I don't know if there was something.
Facebook does have dating app.
Does it?
They do.
Do they?
You use your Facebook account if you'd like.
That's much better. It's cheaper.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
is,
sure it's cheaper.
It is in the app. I don't know if they have paid stuff there at all. You can, if you go, I don't know if you use Facebook. I don't really do.
No, I don't.
But on the app, there is an option like if you have marketplace, blah, blah, you have dating too. You can set up your
profile. I have an old account, but I haven't.
Yeah, but just letting you know, it is
or updated.
It is in there.
That's
well.
Crazy.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the world changes, and that's a new way to.
Let's just do our best
to do dating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's pros and cons.
Yeah, for sure. Choose what way is the best for you. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it could be the same as whenever you have apps in the middle and you mix it with people. There is some kind of a gamification of it.
Always,
it is true because you always expect the like, you expect the praise, the attention. Well, look at Instagram, TikTok,
it just
and many girls, I would say, or guys too, just looking for attention and showing off.
The likes are giving you this sort of energy. That's how it works. No, there's not much we cannot argue with that.
No, but you know what I wish for? I wish they would ban cameras in the gyms.
Ban what?
Cameras in the gyms.
What do you mean?
Cell phone recording in the gym, because it's really getting out of hand.
Oh, did they ban this?
No, I wish they would ban it.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
To say like, leave your cameras in the locker room, your phones. You cannot record here, man.
Yeah, because so many people.
Because it's so
they're posting it.
Oh my goodness, it's getting out of hand. It is disgusting.
I know.
Well, for the last year theme was these women going with skimpy clothes at the gym and recording and catching other men looking at them while they're lifting with all those super tight clothes, you know. So I don't know. Is it okay to go dressed like a stripper at the gym, or I don't know. I'm not gonna say it, but as a man, it's to me the eye will fall.
Mm-hmm.
I mean
that's a natural thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that's a natural thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We mentioned this some other times when I was in Italy. This gym had days for girls and days for guys to go and work out.
I know that there are gyms only for girls.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And even guys actually going at the gym and doing all that those stupid things and getting hurt, you know, or trying to use these influencers, trying to use the bench or lifting with their legs.
I just don't understand the idea of like recording yourself and like showing other people how you exercise. Like why?
I mean, I understand the educational aspect of it. Like I'm showing
maybe yes, but not like just like lifestyle. Every day you show your, you know, it's. Do you show how you fry egg, too? Like on your social media?
Well, some people do. Yeah.
I don't know.
But I'll tell you, like, if you start having less and less clothes on you, and you have a nice body for a girl, of course you're gonna have an audience.
Mm-hmm.
It's I think to a certain extent it's a little bit simpler than with a guy. Even if a guy is shredded, you know, and fit, you might have an audience too. But
it's harder.
I don't know, because you got these gyms where you have to wait at the machine. You have a lot of people. And then you have these people that are filming themselves, and if somebody goes, oh, excuse me, I'm recording. Like with the idea, like you're being an asshole. That you're walking in front of my camera and recording me, you know?
Yeah, that's not how it should be.
Well, when we had the other channel, the Ben Impact, we used to record sometimes at the gym and do exercises too.
Yeah.
But I remember we never did it to
Interrupt anybody.
Yeah,
we were respecting. Plus, we were trying to.
And plus, we always went early.
We tried to go like when there's nobody.
Yeah,
there.
early in the morning, because that's the thing that I never liked it, to like work out shirtless in front of people. And yeah, no, it's this attention seeking world, I think, just to make things.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
I think that's our deep conclusion.
Is it?
For today.
All right. Well, there's a new video coming up.
Yeah, soon.
For
your you recorded one.
Yeah, about the economic mentality of between boomers and Gen Z.
Yeah. Soon. Yeah.
I'm a millennial, so I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I didn't put mine, but I tried to compare two different ideas based on a book that I was reading.
And then hopefully the music for the video.
Oh, the new music for the video. I already forgot it.
I mean, honestly, like no matter what, like this is something ours. Like this is something we made, and I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to pay a stupid service.
I'm putting it in because we made it.
Yeah.
And it's like something you made.
It's even more original.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
maybe it's not like, all drums and orchestra or, we made it.
Yeah.
We made it like with our hands. So.
Exactly. Like this podcast.
Yeah. Thank you.
From the ground up.
Yeah.
Like from the ground up. Because we got one piece of equipment at a time, you remember?
I remember.
So it was like
microphone.
One time the microphone, then the recorder. Yeah. In the meantime, we just used the iPhone. Yeah. Damn, what a wow, crazy, huh?
This is something we'll remember forever, no matter what happens.
Yeah, it's a nice experience.
You will still remember it forever, Well, thank you. Have a beautiful day or night whenever you listen.
Have a beautiful everything.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hope we'd just cheer part of your day with our chit chat. Yeah. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.